Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. Here in the Bible Bistro, this is your home for artisanal Bible podcasting, Bible study podcasting at its best. And this is the original 5-minute a day, 5-day a week, studying the Psalms verse by verse podcast. There may be many imitators, but there's only one original, and that's Daily Dose Radio. I doubt anybody's trying to imitate Daily Dose Radio. Anyway, we're looking today at some more of this good messianic stuff. We've got it here, friends, beginning in verse 22 and going all the way through verse 26, really. We have this messianic piece here. Jesus quotes directly from 22 and 23 in Matthew chapter 21, and we have the theme of the stone being the head cornerstone, the rejected stone being the head cornerstone, found in 1 Peter. We find it in Paul's writing. We find it all over the place. It's an important theme for the church, that Jesus is the foundation of the church. There is no other foundation without him, besides him. It's the Lord's doing. It's marvelous in our eyes. And then we come to verse 24 through 26. Let me read those for you. This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Save now, I beseech thee, O Lord. O Lord, I beseech thee, send now prosperity. Blessed be he that cometh in the name of the Lord. We have blessed you out of the house of the Lord. Okay? So beginning back there in verse 24, this is the day. What day do you think he's talking about? Of course, now, this is an important verse just because of its popularity and usage in the church at large. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I mean, I've quoted that before worship services. You know, I've quoted that as we got ready to do a project at work, at church, or together with other Christian friends. This is the day the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it as we do our work or as we do our worship. So we use this all the time, but when we think about it in the context of this psalm, is this a standalone? Does this not fit into the context of what he's saying here? No, I think it does. This is the day which the Lord has made. What's he pointing back to? I think he's pointing to the day in which the stone was rejected by the builders but became the head cornerstone. He's pointing to that as the day, and we're going to rejoice and be glad in it. Absolutely, we'll rejoice and be glad in it. And he's pointing towards verse 26. Blessed is he that comes in the name of the Lord. What is that? Well, that's the triumphal entry. And so he's also pointing there. And then notice verse 25. Save now, I beseech thee, O Lord. O Lord, I beseech thee, send now prosperity. Why do we have the word now twice? Save now, send now. Because with the coming of the Son, you have the salvation that's going to be available not just to Israel, but to all men through the Son of God. He's doing that work for Israel and all of mankind. They're all going to enter into those gates. And he's sending now prosperity for the church that they might spread the gospel to all nations. Send now prosperity does not mean he's lining your pocket. It means that he's lining the world with the message of the gospel. So the church is being prospered in the sending of the gospel around the world. Then verse 26. Verse 26, we have it in Matthew 21, Mark 11, Luke 19, and John 12. All of them look to this passage as the reason why the children are crying out in the temple. Blessed be he that cometh in the name of the Lord. These words were spoken by those people who were there as Jesus triumphantly entered Jerusalem. We have blessed you out of the house of the Lord. So we see that there in each one of those gospel records. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. We're going to look at verses 27 through 29, and join me then on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.